We're back at the game with another stream, and we're playing Danganronpa. And this time, we're gonna finish the investigation and finish the class trial. So I'm getting sick and tired of this. Alright, what was I doing again? Do I talk to him again?
I feel as if...
Notice that increased for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. I can't sure about that. Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she say? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celestine now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but the same thing. But at the same time, not there. Can I leave? Yeah, I'm just gonna try checking in here. Alright. So last stream, I remember I practically checked everything. This is really strange. In the boys' locker room, a popular boy band, and in the a popular boy band, and in the boys' locker room, a swimsuit model. So the posters have been switched, but if there were, why? What reason would anyone have? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Soccer?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened. Sometimes Tina and I used it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys and girls locker rooms could have switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to those posters.
However,
I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. See, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish this exercise. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. Not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and left the stain. I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed earlier the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it. Oh. Still, isn't it usually clean as if there was never a stain to begin with? Wait, but isn't there a stain? Yo. Yo, she lying, bro. There's legitimately a stain right here. There's a strange stain on the cover. What is it? Yo, it could be the coffee, bro. Obviously, it has to be the coffee. Alright, can I leave? Yes! Finally! Go! So I said that Celeste was in, so apparently she was in the, what's it called again? The warehouse. Boom. Wait. Then I'm gonna have to. Alright. Boom. Alright, so. Wait. This is the AV room. This yet? Actually, I'm wrong. Alright. Yo, I feel stupid. I really thought that was the AV room. So let's see, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing and has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I say that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then, did you find something? Well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her. Here, Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime. Yo, the music stopped.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
You're carrying a duffel bag. Why else would you be carrying a duffel bag? Why you...
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket in her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and head directly to the girls' locker room. Like a... Alright. If she hadn't broken the rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. That's messed up. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of track jacket or duffel bag. Celeste says she saw Chihiro carrying it, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Yo, I rest my case. So if someone got rid of it, they could have probably put it in the trash room. Probably, I don't know. Alright. So I'm just gonna go back to the kitchen. See what Awie's up to. See if she knows anything. Hi Hina, how's Toko doing? 7 months before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling about something about genocide, Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I just got pretty hungry. Yeah. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut! Of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one regret. I should have spent more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? She was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she refused.
Yeah, totally.
That was true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe. Maybe maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Alright, you know, help. I need to figure out where everybody is. Evidence. Alright. So I already talked to these clowns. I could just talk to him. He probably has something to do with it. No. Alright. Phew, man. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, so. So is he? No, he can't be in there. Alright. He has to be in here. F you guys, bro. This could just never possibly be. The teacher's pet. I forgot his name. Oh, there he is.
How unfortunate.
We should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry to hear it. All because I wasn't strong enough. Yeah, what? Wait, if I thought something else, this is something else?
How unfortunate.
Nope. Man, what a teacher pet, man. Alright. Maybe someone's in the AV room. Nah. What is that? Alright, is there anybody I missed? Let me check the main hall to be exactly sure. Yo.
Huh? Oh, hey,
Makoto, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Oh yeah, the mailbox. Yo, just scare me, bro. Like, see, just imagine you can be walking, and then you just turn around and BOOM! Alright. What can this be, bro? Maybe if okay, I ain't gonna do anything. So I go back into the library. This is the library, right? Yeah, but wait, no, this is. Oh my god, bro. Alright, time to find this mozzarella cheese stick. Alright, boom, this is the library. Alright, now all I know is that there's something about knots. And there was something like that over here. Around this. Cause there were strings missing or something. Can't really put my eye on it. Okay, the extension cord was in there before, yes. And the extension cord was to be hung up just like what happened to Chihiro. It's a document about the secret council revealing the kind of truth that commander shouldn't go near. So I guess I better not. Yes. There's nothing else better to look at. Cords, eh? There's a thick layer of dust on the top of this. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. There's not. I'm not looking at the desk! No, it's pointing at that freaking lamp cord. Alright. Gotta be sure. Okay, wait, the light? Oh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see it's not plugged in. The lamp cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet for me. But the last time I saw it, it's definitely on. It was definitely right here. Yes, the extension cord. Oh yeah, that's right, but I was using the extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. That was used! That was... Oh my god, bro. Listen, I play Danganronpa and Among Us. You can't test me! There's some money. Okay, alright. Things are getting a little... Alright. Let me just check back in here. Just to be sure. Wait, what the is up there? Oh, that's just stupid camera. The lamp. I don't remember if I checked it or not. But I could grab that one thing from over there and put it over here. It sure is dark over there. Oh, so you're married ISIS! I'm just kidding. Document about this. Okay. I'm gonna check over here. No, don't take another look. Huh, it's gone. Oh dang, it's gone. Can I have to? Yes. Yo. No. Yo. Oh frick! It's time, yo.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Yes, please, man. Please,
It's
man.
the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
Wait, what? Who's looking sus?
Yeah, who's looking sus?
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Let's see. Let me think, bro. I knew someone was looking sus. It's probably Toko, man. It's about to begin, man. Yo, the music is so scary, and there's like no behind me. Where's everybody at? So everyone ready to what? Fine. Oh, you're missing someone. Oh, Toko. Still sick. Yeah, Toko's back here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, Doki, I'll go ahead and drag her out. Kicking and screaming, jump on board. And just like, yo, shut the up. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you were driving. Terrible, you're terrible. Ooh, so now everyone's here, right? Okay, then hustle into the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Only because of this stupid, they didn't want to get anything leaked. That murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. Yo, honestly, probably that I wanted to go to Celeste. No, couldn't have been her. Yo, if it's Mondo, I'm gonna be sad. Either Sakura or that teacher's pet. That's all I can say. I can do this, man. I can do this. Yo, where have you been, bro? Where have you been? Where has Kyoko been through all this discovery? Where has she been? With one speed, I walked toward the elevator and shaking legs. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I can't get a handle on my emotions because I'm speculating. Boom. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. I know, I already took a screenshot of it. Until finally, yo, came to a stop. Let's go, man. I'm ready! What do you think? I really decorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste the time with stupid questions. Get this over with. Good. Yeah, we're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Well, let's get the show on the road. Chills, please on your assigned seat. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yo. I gotta save. Yo, this isn't funny.
Are you ready for the class? Wait, Brian, check those skills.
Alright. I got no.
Skills you can buy.
Alright, so I just passed something. Alright, so we got neural liberation, should I choose that?
You don't got any brain to see what you can.
So okay.
Melodious voice.
Meliodas voice? Alright, so do I choose that?
No. Well, you already have the quiz.
That's it.
Yeah, you only have 3 SPs, so that's the only one you can get. You can't get neural liberation yet.
So I can't choose anything?
You already have melodious voice, so.
Oh. Wow, screwed.
Don't worry, Brian, you'll be fine. You did the last trial like this.
Alright, come on. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Good thing I don't have to speak through most of this part.
If
My
you
throat
can
always
figure
starts
out
hurting
who
when I try to voice
done
in Monica
it,
Moore.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Yo, it could be any of us! It just hit me, bro! First we, oh my god, why that's a voiceless? First we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Oh yeah. Locker room dumbbell. So that's what I am, cause I'm dumb, bumpa-dum! Yo, how do you shoot again?
Fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file,
That's correct.
the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Wait, no. Okay. So you said it was triangle, right?
Yes.
I clicked the wrong thing. I'm so lucky.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it's wrong. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Yep.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Mommy, what else are I supposed to do?
Yes! That's so creepy!
Shut up.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
It's him. It's probably him.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Okay. I forgot. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debate. Yes. Wait, no! It's like no!
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
That's right.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on!
It's
just
obviously
no proof for
Togo.
it.
She's like, no!
No, he's wrong.
Hey!
Might know one reason he could be involved.
Cause that thing, bloodlust. It's a la da last, not a la da la.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
See?
The why of it is
Like-
probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Why is he having a seizure in that one picture?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Wait, what? The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case before the doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with the position of the blame was set up on how the victim positioned. Yes. How the victim yes, it has to be that.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit
She
know
got
about
Jesus.
this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of
It
us?
has to be Toko.
Yes, in fact, it's...
The way he said it, man. Just the way he said it. It's like, yeah, and it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
Shut the
What? Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
See? Here's the thing though. She was saying something about she can't let Genocide Jack control her, which obviously means
Is Toko
she's
Genocide
just
Jack?
like Jack.
The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
That's what I'm saying. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. Well, that means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple. She has, different personalities. Oh, frick. Hangman's Gambit. I forgot! Ah! Andre, help me out!
I'll just tell you. It's freaking, Schizo.
Schizo? S?
Yes. You have to keep pressing it.
And then...
Yeah, schizophrenia.
Z? Z? Oh, frick. A?
No, schizo.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Wait, but why would... Wait, so the only thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. She fainted? Is her boyfriend? Well, I can say it's close, but not quite. Dang it.
Shoot!
Fudge!
Brian, why would you think that someone's personality would change?
No.
I got it!
There we go.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Was that dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she did it. There's a front and back, and the top ending is the bottom. I see if truth and level lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds like a completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy
Yeah,
tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Well, let Genocide Jack have control. See, that's what I've been talking about. You guys are dumb. I'll drive it out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Oh, huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said, A murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Well, idiot. She's so dumb, bro. Why would she say that? Yo, who says that to the crush, bro?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
I mean, it's life or death, man. It's life or death, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sorry. He had to. Well, looks like you're now about to die.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Get home.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Oh, dang.
But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep a promise. But don't worry, never again. Oh. Oh! It all makes sense now.
Kept my promise. You would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
Oh my God.
Could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Oh my God.
I hate you.
Yo.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't...
I don't, wait, please don't talk about genocide. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh my God!
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
What the fuck?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
So he's a trans.
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So now I'm just changing Genocide Jill. So inspirational. Yo, what? Why?
So intense.
Like they say, sound and murderous mind, sound and murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little laugh. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Yo, what? This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is.
I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, what the?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
That's invisible.
Just kidding.
It's not true? Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Who knew that a loser that wrote books when she was 10 would be Genocide Jack?
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty
Or should I say
maniac,
genocide?
but
Yeah.
life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Kill Toko, kill.
There's clearly a motive.
Wait, what? I skipped it.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light,
I
Toko's
thought it
life
was only
would have
embarrassing. I
undoubtedly
wasn't
been
gonna say
forever
about
ruined.
that. It was only embarrassing. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
What?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. But she said I need to get some more details about all of this. Oh my god. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
If that's it, then okay. I think I'm messing up my
Sorry,
own
but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
How do I
Give it
the
up.
proof?
You killed her.
X. Alright.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Burn your body, you can say it on the time, right?
Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
you say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now...
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Why?
No, it's wrong.
Let's go. I finally did it, yo.
What is happening? Why are you guys screaming?
I guess I'm missing my name.
Methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
The other methods of murder really like the same. I'm not sure.
I think there's
So
a
sure about
slight
that.
difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell
Yeah, I'm seeing
you!
it. I'm seeing it now. Oh. Well, the healing guy first, let me tell you.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's no clear difference between the murders. The photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. See, there's a clear difference.
I got it!
Boom.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, she would have killed him with a pair of scissors. It's just
but Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more.
Exactly.
One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's what the second body is related to how she was suspended. The photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. So you see a clear difference when she was suspended. What was used to suspend her?
I got it!
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember what
cord.
the killer used to suspend her?
You're trying to get the hang of this game.
Yeah.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
What is your
The
point?
extension cord!
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors, and then now the extension cord.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Are you referring to me?
Nah, man, don't talk about my mama
Listen
color
up,
like
Big
that.
Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
There was a pattern running on that. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured out why. Because Chihiro, wait, she a sexist? Yo, that's kind of weird, Andre. That was kind of weird. I don't know, man, kind of getting me. I think I figured it out. I know I should kind of have killed Chihiro. Yo, why do I just throw this? Oh, if it's true. I swear, if it's true, that's just so nah. Okay, that ain't it. Yep, genocide jail's sexist.
I got it!
Whoa!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32. Sergio Honda, 17. Shojigaku, 23. Kano Ice, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. That's messed up. Hamatsuno Taro. No, I'm not naming all these.
They were all guys?
Yo, she's all sexist!
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
talk about a feminist, am I right? Same thing. Oh, I'm just kidding. Kill all men be like.
I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it.
So she could sleep with him?
No.
And she just jumped. Okay, I'm confused.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly
I wonder how everyone's gonna take up Togo after this.
Lowly? Curse?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
I'm pretty sure this is the beginning to Smooth Criminal.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
What are you, Jade from
Who
Victoria?
would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Sakura?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
But wasn't there scissors? Like,
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire
doesn't she have like
world.
a
Scissors!
sewing kit? So doesn't that have scissors in sewing kit or something?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Jesus Christ!
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can go
Yo, that's cool. I need to make this my background. I need to make this my background. That's kind of dialogue.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Alright, boom. Gotta make this my background. This is cool as frick.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't ken, you gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot.
And hot.
So we're totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I mean...
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Wait, then... So, genocide joke... The genocide... So, Togo found, Byakuya... I forgot, I can't pronounce the name.
Byakuya.
Yeah, Byakuya cute. So why didn't... So why didn't, genocide joke kill him? Oh no, because he would have probably been like, yeet! Knock the socket right over. One person can have copied the genocide jackets. So if someone... I was the lecturer. Wait, so what did it say? Someone could have selected the... I can't remember what he said. Someone selected the genocide jack cases, right?
Here's my answer.
No! I don't want him to die!
Byakuya,
No!
it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
No. Don't tell me he killed him, man!
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Yo, where's the keyboard?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Bro, what? See, why didn't she just... Oh, that makes sense.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response? I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
He was being tough, man. In the locker room. This suspicion, very suspicious indeed. Don't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker room. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
Listen, so Sakura spilled coffee in the carpet that's in the boys' locker room. I'm pretty sure that thing was the coffee.
Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's information about what I just said. Need to make it clear to everyone. New elements were added to not stop debate. Absolutely. Yo, did the other one accidentally click? Not yet, and I screamed. Alright. To remember his can't only be shot at once. That's a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction, and you'll load the truth bullets, you might have wise memory to a different weak spot and use that to make your case. What's the best time to use flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your Ninwits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Who has fun in this game?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you?
The what? Oh, no, right, okay. Alright.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
No, it's wrong!
Thank God.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
See?
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer.
See, he should have sent the boys back in.
Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like he has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Between this case and the Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible for is hidden in there. What could it be? Alright, which bullet is it? Library disc clamp. Makes sense.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, I use those same scissors to...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right! Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference between the... You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right! Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get...
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Let's go.
No, it's wrong.
Oh man. What? The timer?
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah, it is. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even
What's
involved.
wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Coffee. Can I really just accept that what Bayaka said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's something off.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Yo, this is insane, not gonna lie.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Point. That merch hero,
That
man.
was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Yeah, but did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who's still calm up till now. Maybe Byakuya never realized that the actual scene of the crime could happen somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the copy. Something that switched between the boys. Yes, yes. Sakura's account?
No, that's not it.
Yes. Do I press present key item?
Are you just
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There's something that switched between the boys.
And
So it was this and the posters. So how? So do I just?
I got it!
Boom.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Probably.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It was moved, yes.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh? See, that's what I'm trying to figure
Why
out.
would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Oh, dang.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook
Yo,
across the card reader
she
device.
borrowed something, I don't know, she
Chihiro's
borrowed.
handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Yes.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
No. Again, man, time. Broken e-handbook. Yeah, see that.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
No, I thought I think that
was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Alright, so I have to shoot the things that are wrong. Alright.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have...
I got she must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
She used the thing, huh? I'm talking about if she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really possible?
No.
Could Chihiro really have...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate I'm sure that would have...
Well, I don't... She used the thing, huh? I'm talking about if she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't... She used the thing, huh?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that,
she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Okay, that ain't it. That's the next one. That's the next one. I got it.
Shoot!
I got it. Don't worry, Makoto. I got it, man. I got it. It's good, Makoto. I got it.
Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't think that's...
She used the thing that was... Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really...
She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have... No, I don't... She used the thing. What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
Yes.
No, it's wrong.
About time.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh.
Well, no, it wasn't broken.
Yeah,
it was...
That'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Oh, dang, Makoto. Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? Still, I don't...
Hold on a second.
Yes! Finally! Help, bro! Don't rely everything on Makoto, bro!
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
See, that's
There's no way she
saying.
could get in the boys' locker room.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Bruh, I don't feel like...
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
See?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
There's one thing you don't want to do, and you don't want to make Monica unhappy. That's
I have
scary.
no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Let's see this, boys. So before I even knew I was having the request trial had been put on hold. We head after with Kayoko in the lead. And where she took us was
the girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Yeah, but we all want to examine that. I mean, I kind of do, but
be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Whoa, bro.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Whoa.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Bro, what the f is
No,
it?
it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I mean, she's not wrong.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action?
Whoa.
Is that what you're about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting our hands together and pray a Sakura.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not
Whoa,
possible.
she's turning into Goku?
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
What? Yo! What?
Ah, I see. So she is
Interesting.
Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Yo! Yo! No! Oh my god!
Guy?
I...
Oh, what? You guys didn't know?
We were...
I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back
so this whole
to the
time,
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Oh God,
let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. That had never even crossed my mind. Why would it even cross your mind,
because
bro?
the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Huh?
It was so hard for me to call Chihiro she. Since I already knew.
Oh, dang. Because of it.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So, Chihiro was gay?
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Don't worry.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So, Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Oh my god.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Yes! My boy is the killer! Let's go!
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
See, like, see, if Byakuya was really the killer, he would have been like Leon, but except, he wouldn't be saying, stupid.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. When you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Yo.
Mark it as correct?
Smooth Criminal starting to play again.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Hey, let's go!
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
See, he's a Christian.
I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Sakura, not gonna lie.
Seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do.
Yo,
what am I, an ant or something?
I didn't think Clash Royale was gonna go this. I didn't think it was gonna go down like this, honestly.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
What was that? Nah.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of
Hi,
hide and
Chihiro.
seek?
Yuppie didn't do it. This is real criminal murder. So that we can be sure that we all know the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is the killer. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have rather use their own. In other words, it had to even been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Oh my god! Look at, oh yeah, I got her account. Oh yeah.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the kid. It's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah! No, not game over.
No, okay.
Isn't there a single clue?
Did nobody get?
I'm sure if someone saw the.
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah.
It's over. It's all. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only.
No, it's wrong.
Celeste saw Chihiro
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
I can't.
What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
You just call him Makoto. Yeah, I don't cuss.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Man, you are ugly. From Melanie Martinez, Avatar, get that out of here.
Whatever, just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
The marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
No, I don't.
Who's the killer?
I don't know who the killer is. I don't know. Why are you just saying stuff?
Focus on the details of these items, and it should.
Well, how does she know about this?
Are you sure about that?
Oh, okay.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really help him clue up the killer? Someone's really hard to believe. Why? Did we just do that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
What? Why did I do that? Jeez.
Shoot!
Why did I even do that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was.
He was on his way, so next bit, why did he choose?
What do you
Sorry,
mean?
Mondo.
I got it! It matched the one...
So, the killer was wearing the same blue track? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a... from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong!
Don't call me Mondo, don't call me Mondo.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago.
I found stuffing the track jacket into a duffel bag. Then I think he had after exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
No. Don't come on, poor Mondo.
What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was...
That was what? Wait,
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
You don't wear the bag?
The only one I
wear the
told
bag.
about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was...
No. I don't want
He saw
to.
Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
No, no.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
No, Mondo.
He walked past me. And he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to
Obviously, she was trying to hide. Just like that, she was
made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the back. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it.
To put that's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Of course, because he's a
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him.
There was a certain maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Wait, so she actually hated him?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I mean, you are.
He would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Yeah, they're best friends, man. Don't kill them.
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Yeah.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Then it must belong to Mondo. It doesn't pump. I have mine. Who's it be?
Shoot! I got it!
Wait, then how did
Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did I wasn't so long? Explain the book.
I got it!
Yes, and its weak point.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbook?
You're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees.
Oh yeah, man, this things I'm playing now.
You don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna,
well,
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Wait, so I was gonna forget about Mondo being there?
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
Yo.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook...
Yo, I don't know anyone going to Savannah besides that teacher's pet and Mondo. So like, yo, it could be one of them.
They knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
No. Here, I got you, man. I got you. Yo! Seem awfully rattled, Taka. Could it be who he was? That guy's the only one for the Dang. Okay then. Oh, why Mondo? Mondo.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Oh yeah.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid
Yo,
proof!
it's gonna be so hard on Taka, bro. I mean, I don't want to believe either, but I found something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Broken Havoc, Chihiro's Havoc card reader. How do I switch it again?
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
And then just read down. Concentration.
Loading choose once, hold down and once, I'm gonna choose, okay. Quick select. Choose full flashback. Silencer. That's the end. Oh no, wait.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Alright. Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, that's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch!
Sorry, Mondo.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
Yo, this is
You
so
are wrong!
sad.
You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Not this again. Oh, this. Oh god, this is sad. Alright, so she got caught, and then yeah, Mrs. like, I'm okay, I'm okay. This. That's like so. This happened. She's like, bye, I'll be back soon, I promise. No, this doesn't... And then, alright, and then this happened, and then this. That probably, okay. So this probably, okay, then that would have happened, and then, wait, no, that's wrong. Did this have happened? And then wait, I know. No, that's not. Oh. And then dropped. Wait, no. Bruh, this is new. This is messed up. Then at the end, that's it. This could be we rolled up the carpet. Alright, so then, no, because it, Okay. Wait a second. Okay, that's dying. Alright, so that's him unwrapping the poster. And then you grab the key card. You said the door. Oh. Okay, that makes more sense. And then doorknob. Boom, that seems about it.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
You know, I like how it just plays sad music, like, it plays like kind of sad music, but then it just goes back to the normal theme. That just makes it more epic.
You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Well, frick. Me? That didn't cut. Alright. So that didn't... Okay. Ah, okay. That needs to switch.
The killer is you! With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple. Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Ah! Okay, that even hurt. Alright. Could be this. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's that. No, Jay, it could just be that, Andre. I'm pretty sure it's that. Yeah, that was something would make sense. Then boom, the built-in dropped. Then I do wrap the carpet, wrap the poster, carried Chihiro, went to the girls' locker room, put in the key card, set him down, and started panting. And then the bodies there and the Byakuya just showed up and he was like
Here's exactly what happened. And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Huh? I said exactly, bro.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
It probably was unplanned.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Yeah, I don't think anything could
go wrong. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
Yeah.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Yo! this 100. I'm pretty sure it's this. It has to be this 100. Where did the killer go after they were done? Yep, that's that. It's that. Please, I swear if it isn't, that's all. It has to be that 100.
Here's exactly what happened!
Yes!
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence?
I'm hacking!
Where's your evidence?
I'm not.
You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
So every time the beat plays, I have to press X.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it! If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
At least things are like coming clean, so we didn't have to do what happened to Leon. Yo, the way he said it, that was just so dark.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Oh my god.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This.
What?
This time it looks like I got it. It's the Blackened that killed Chihiro Fukusa. So,
Unbelievable.
in case you were wondering, the vote was not anonymous. Kyoto chose the wrong answer. You're trending very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be careful. Okay, I can't. I refuse, but there's no way he would kill someone. Sorry.
What is this?
Oh my god, yo, this is...
Now then.
Well, looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on this.
Actually...
The story of his murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward to the text. Okay.
Nah, Brandon, gotta hear the story.
Anyway, there was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fukusa. No, I'm not even gonna do my Monokuma voice. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Not anyone will be able to say anything, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easy. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead only grew stronger and stronger. Wait, oh my god, yo, this is...
Weak.
Once the killing game had... Yo, everyone was there! Once the killing game had begun here at the school. No, there was a survival for this, and you're not strong, you don't survive. Then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which one, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to do. Even though he dressed like a girl, Chihiro. So that was the...
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured out being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I really want to talk about it now.
But...
I also don't want to do things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I could tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right. I want to change.
And accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, it'll be okay. I'll get better. But that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to imitate. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared and to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
when he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, but then asked them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yeah, sure it was! The Burger Gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. Such a hero probably figured out that even if he defeated Mondo, his honor would be to keep him the secret. Please, Mr. Macho Mondo. That's the very symbol of a strong man that your heroes already aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help to give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become stronger. That was his desperation. And he said the only Mondo support would ever come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promises he made to Chihiro. Huh. That's who? That was who?
Indeed.
Oh. This is exactly was that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been the part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. Real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Mondo did all that to keep his promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Oh my god. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why did you... Cause no matter what, I didn't want to know.
I knew it.
The possibility of having embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, you obviously can. Well, I understand it. Why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums that riff-raff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang as the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother, Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome and starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, his charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. There, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everyone was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about it, he would say I have to take over the gang from his brother someday. His brother's greatness and his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Just every day Mondo heard the gossip and whispers and the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on that night, I visited Mizra's retirement ceremony. Mondo challenged him in a street race. But during that race, tragedy struck. The kid's brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, oh my god. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up, sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but I never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Oh my god. He decided to hide out the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together. And the kid just promised.
It was just the freaking sound of the video I was watching.
Bro.
I was just sitting there, we wanted to get part of like 3 seconds. Like,
Too much information on the banner of the kid who infested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad that he was willing to tell all of his lies about his brother.
I just...
I'm strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. What? I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everyone would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus!
I'm sorry.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
I mean, you've kept the secret the whole time, right? If anyone found out, you would. You're right, but
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living in myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what you're saying, I should just say...
What?
You're saying,
what?
If I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. That jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong, are you? Are you fucking with me right now? I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want? What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was staring at him down on the ground. Hey! I
killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in the heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see. You're just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold-blooded. He couldn't get free from his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what the true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Oh dang. Fortunately, I can't do that now because the time for the punishing is fast approaching.
You kid me?
Oh no.
Well now.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Oh no, he's gonna get rid of red bite.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh no. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for being punished. Oh, look at my hair. The cage of death. What the heck? Oh my god. See, I thought he was just gonna get ran over by bikes upon bikes upon bikes. What the?
He turned him into butter.
Well, that's just messed up. He turned him into butter? If I death you so for me. You can't beat my brother. Oh my god. Another murder and another execution I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going bad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Jesus Christ, bro. As sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to. What disappointment, this is at the end of the game.
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know what? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize
Naturally.
that? Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that. I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? It's not obvious because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled to my bone. Last night when the murders took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignore the nighttime rule too? The rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. Saw the Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't even have the slightest idea that I seen him.
Well...
So you're saying that you knew the culprit was from the beginning? Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? Neither one of us had time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would be giving things up. You did all that, leaving things up.
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? Damn, man, if we hadn't figured that out, we would have really done it. Like, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before I'd reached to that point. Of course. But Akio turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel a sharp eyes piercing to me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone that never did, I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. Something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like that? You know this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. Our special is there to make it mankind itself. You're exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. These punishments are meant to be transformable to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? Me?
What the heck?
Me. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart of the stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everyone will be revealed to me. So the noble times, the noble family, truly, you will understand. Woohoo! I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I would never stoop up to a level of childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved my complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you,
In the
understand?
name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Ooh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mom for you! I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Uncle was after peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed of the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because that mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, there was fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had been more infusion than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot.
Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
What girl went and killed someone?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
First move?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
First move. Something I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? A 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Can I at least, like, get a sneak peek who the mastermind is? Chapter 2, Boys After Despair. Oh, dang. 5 people already died?
What's the brand news?
I think. Crazy Diamond Present. Dun 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 dun.
What's the brand sound? There's only 10 people.
I think. I don't know. What happened? I'm gonna sniff. Sniff, sniff. What is this?
I know I shouldn't cry. But...
Rip.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
Yo, she got that cake!
Getting out of here anytime soon? It's... impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to...
Kill yourself? I don't know. I don't know. Just... Donuts. I need some donuts. That'll cheer me up. So now she's the main character. Glazed donuts. Glazed donuts! Ayo!
Bro, she's a woman.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I forgot. Twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream filled donut holes. Bro. Okay. God, I love donuts. I'm praying to the wonderful encounter. So, Sif, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule, but right now for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
Yo. What was that?
Huh?
I'll go back to my room right now. Yo.
But...
Yo, don't investigate, you boy! She's bad, bro. She's...
Bro, she's literally one of the darkest people here.
No, she's like mixed. Why would you go in? Oh, it's because the white in her is telling her too, but the black in her is like, nah, don't investigate. Go back to your room. Someone there? What the? Yo. A next generation legend, stand tall, gal. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. And I expect to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kind of sucks. Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Asahina ever. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easier in her room. That's not unusual for her. Normally she is full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry. So it's just 7 of us then? Looks
How
out.
about that?
It's times like this where your committee chairman needs to get things with a bang.
Impossible.
Oh my god. Yo, I feel so sorry for him. Tuck hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. Oh my god. He looks like he's ready to die, bro. Oh my god. Must have been because of Mondo. The two of them came so close, then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. Then they happen to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. Can't imagine what that must have done to him.
Wow.
So wait, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea. It's like I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along with, rest in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What, to live here forever? Here we have every convenience we have food, clothes, our every need seen too. We are okay. I don't know. In fact, let me ask you this: what is about the outside world that you long for? Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence as society grows. So does position. In which case is our current situation not? Demon Angel, petty what?
Huh?
Here we go! Peggy the drill, shop owner, the bunny ear, the Amazon cat girl, dog boy, robo. Yo, is he roasting her? And I mean, there's no 2D here. Oh.
There is nothing to be done.
That's why I put such a base desire to their revenge as many to their will. Okay, well anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school.
I'm right?
But since class trial's over and all, there should be a new place to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find something cool this time. Then once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking. You have any problem with that? So let's eat. No point. The point is to make you poops. As we start to come out, she budgeted a room in the conversation.
So I appeared.
Oh my god. What? Nobody called me. How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko? Yes. God, this place is just amazing. Finally, a place I can be in my murderous self. So I decided to stop storing them back and spread my wings. No more hiding the cave from me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day, all night to murder those totally slanderous glitches or whatever. I don't know. But you are a killer with that split personality. If she weren't here, my chances of survival what I was meant to. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need a little help to hold them. Whatever else we do today. First we should eat. We can't do anything on the empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Shut the... Oh, okay. Can I... So we were supposed to eat breakfast with the murderer. Not there are much needed, but very long. I still have to work looking around the school. Alright, this time where I could save, so, I don't know, that was like probably 3 hours? 4 hours? Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Where did I save? Frick. Enter school life and return to the main menu. Dang, bro, you really do be dead though. Well, see you guys next stream. Have a good day. So I probably won't.